really supportive of my theater career, which I appreciate. But whenever she introduces me to friends of hers, she always says something like, "This is my daughter, she's gonna win an Oscar. You should remember her face because when she's winning her Oscar, you can say you knew her when." And although I love my mom, I hate when she says this. And I hate it because I think it's demeaning to what I've been studying for the last 3.5 years. I haven't been learning how to win an Oscar. I've been learning how to create art in a way that's genuine to who I am. But unfortunately, my mom isn't alone in her perception of why we do theater. For most people, telling them that you do theater because you love it isn't a good enough explanation. They always say, "Okay, but what are you gonna do for real?" And this is such an insulting question because this is what we're doing for real. And we do it well and with passion and enthusiasm. And in the midst of my frustration with people, I often feel compelled to try and make them understand theater the way that I understand it. I once had a conversation with someone when I tried to explain to them the play Blasted by Sarah Kane. I was really excited to talk about eyeballs being sucked out and babies being eaten. Spoiler alert, you get to watch a baby be eaten on stage in this play. And I was really adamant that this was this incredible piece of art that was underappreciated, and I tried to convince them to read it. And by the end of the conversation, they looked at me and they had no clue what I was talking about. And I realized it doesn't matter if they get it or not. We can't make people get theater the way that we all get it. It's exhausting and it's not worth it. The fact that we love what we do should always be good enough for us. We can't be constantly fighting to justify our choices. We just have to make the choices and believe that they're important and try and find some joy in them. We should all be extremely proud of ourselves that we have chosen a career that we find joy in. And I say that we are brave because there are so many people in the world who are too scared to be impractical, and we are surrounded by impracticality and we embrace it and we make it work for us. And now that we're graduating, we finally have to face the real challenges of a life in the theater, but we are intelligent and innovative, and I think we deserve the challenge. So as we leave, we're told by a lot of our teachers and faculty that chances are most of us will end up working together in the professional world at some point. And I really hope that this is true. Because if I could believe that I get to do something I love for the rest of my life with a bunch of people who are my best friends, it would make leaving right now so much easier. I've never participated in something that made me feel so much a part of a family as much as theater does. And I think most of us can agree that many of our own families don't accept us in the way that we accept each other. Theater is so much about acceptance and about trust. And it's interesting that I should say this because I had a discussion about trust in one of my classes today. I think the first day of classes can be really scary because you look around a room full of people that you don't know, and you have no idea if you'll ever be able to be honest with them or ever be able to trust them. But somehow, over the years, you do learn to trust them. And I can say honestly now, looking around this room, and with the people I'm graduating with, even though I don't know every single person here, I can't think of a group of people that I trust more. And so I feel very honored that I had the chance to speak to all of you before I graduated, and I want to say thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2011.